Aloha, hi Star Family, how are ya? It's me, June, back again with another video. And so today's conversation is really interesting, and this is something that was very the guides were really adamant about bringing in and working through, but it is about Atlantis and Lemuria. So if you may not know, or if you're not familiar with the Atlantean and Lemurian civilization, Atlantis was the period in time of our collective uh, journey that represented the masculine aspect, and Lemuria represented the feminine aspect. Now, the only problem was basically Atlantis was more on like the extreme masculine, so very like logical, scientific, very linear. And Lemuria, so beautiful, unfortunately was very on the extreme of the yin spectrum of the feminine energy. So they were more based on like intuition and not really structure, but more of just like, yeah, deep connection with the land and the earth. However, unfortunately, both civilizations ultimately ended up being destroyed. Okay. They weren't able to sustain themselves, again because of the polarities were just so polarized, which is very polarized civilizations. Yeah. Because they weren't balanced, it wasn't able to hold, to sustain. So now the thing is, where we are on the planet today, and with all the energies coming through, the collective, we're just clearing and purging so many energies and just collective traumas and memories and energies and structures and realities. And the funny thing about the interesting thing is that, so Lemuria and Atlantis, okay, everything even leading up to the destruction of both of the civilizations, we experienced so many things, like so many atrocities and traumas, and right, because this wasn't like an overnight thing. Like it wasn't just like destroyed overnight for no reason. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these traumas that were experienced in either civilization are still, a lot of those energies are still in the collective field. Those patterns and structures are still in our consciousness, subconsciousness, and a lot of those energies and realities and those everything is still and could still be affecting us in our lives to this day. The heart opening thing about it is yes, a lot of us have come back to work out a lot of those traumas and all of the memories that we hold from those times. So, we like to focus on like the good things, like all of like the gifts that we, like the gifts and the everything that we've learned from those times and the wisdom that we received. However, there is that other side of the story where, we are holding on to a lot of trauma in the collective field. And a lot of our, again, in our day-to-day lives are very much connected to those parts of ourselves that experienced a lot of, again, just so much. I mean, even Atlantis in itself, insane. Okay, so today we're gonna do a quick, a nice little transmission, and the focus will be on healing and clearing those the traumas in those Atlantean and Lemurian timelines. Okay, so yes, we want to, we have the wisdom and all the amazing things that we received and the gifts and the blessings. However, it's time to let go of all of the things that we've been holding on to, the things that we have experienced in the past. And 10 out of 10, if you're watching this video, you've either had a life in Atlantis, a life in Lemuria, or like myself, probably both. Okay. And again, so many of us are back today, and yeah, just so many things. And just, I don't want to go too much into it but for like example, like even Atlantis, we just had so much, like even like abuse of power. And a lot of those things are still very much like affecting us. So Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead, and the energy is already coming through. So go ahead and go begin the transmission. And of course, there's nothing you need to do but just to sit back, relax, and receive. Okay. Irut osh urut urut osh urut urut osh ik irat anirat asharat arat anirat ash ik Shrut urut osh ik I tirut unirat asharat ar nirat oshrut urat ishrat arat ash ik I rut oshrat unirat asharat anirat asharat arat ashrut urat inirat asharat I shi ik I rut unirat asha ik I shi ik I rut unirat ash ik I Roshurut oniratasha ik irot osh ik irot osh ik irot oniratash ik irot urot ish ik irot osh ik irot oniratash ik Roshurut osh ik ish ik irot oniratash arat arat anirat osh ik irot osh ik I shi ik irot osh ik ish ik ish rot oniratash arat aniratash ik I shu ik urot osh ik ish rot osh irot oniratash ik I rot o ik irat ik I rot oniratash arat aniratash ik I rot osh ik irot oniratash iki rot hushurot orot osh ik irat anirata shi ik irot osh iki rot oniratash ik ish ik ish rot orot oniratash ik irat aniratash iki shi ik ish orot o shi ik irot or just emotional clearing releasing just emotional trauma rot orot ash iki rot osh ik irot irot oniratash iki we're done releasing the old codes, old energies from Atlantis and Lemuria. Shorot urot osh ik irot onirat ash ik irot osh ik irot osh ik I shirot urot iniat expanding, releasing, opening, expanding, releasing. Or shorot u rat ash ik irot osh just more emotional releasing trauma. Shorot urot osh ik I ratani ratash ik irot osh ik irot urot osh terin ratash ik I rotu coming into harmony. Shirot urot osh ik irot urot ash ik I balance. Shorot urot ok I shi ik I nash ik ish ik I just okay, just done, release, let go rot osh ik I rot osh ik I coming into this new Lemurian reality frequency Christ energy structures rot osh irit I Atlantean bliss states or sorot orot osh ik irot orot ish ik irot oshirit irot oshirit arat ishiki narat ash arat ash ik irot orot arat ash arat orot dinirat ashiki anchoring balancing harmonizing shorot orot osh ik irot orot arat arat asharata bringing the energies together, bringing in the Lemurian, Atlantean, feminine, masculine, balance, harmonizing, balancing, releasing trauma or code distortion. Rot orot osh ik I shish ik irot oniratash ik irot oniratash ik I shi ik irot osh ik I ni ik I shish ik I rot osh ik I ni rot osh ik I ratan ardash rot orot osh ik I rot osh ni ti rot orachit ik I. Okay, it's just releasing, letting go of the old timelines. There you go, just bringing in, anchoring all the new realities, higher frequencies, dimensional consciousness, energies, codes, structures, strands, Lemurian, Atlantean, awakening, remembering. There you go, bringing in all the new multi-dimensional strands of DNA as we release and let go all that no longer serves. Shurut urut osh ik irut oniratash iki. Wow. So much love and blessings. Thank you so much for tuning in, and infinite peace and everything as always. In gratitude. Infinite love and blessings. Thank you so much. Aloha, namaste.